Have you been struggling when trying to change a habit? Or perhaps you're looking for a way to install a more positive or productive habit?
And this video is for you. We'll look at some of the most advanced habit creation processes and how they can improve your life for the better. My name is Kimmana. I'm the third generation from an entire family of holistic healers and educators, and I now have qualifications in more than 17 types of holistic healing modalities. My special passion is Ayurveda.
Hi, my name is Zia, and I need to be honest that since I was little, since I was born, I wasn't gifted with the best health constitution. Since I was little, I have continuous problem with weight problem, with bronchitis, and then I later also found out that I have scoliosis. So all these years, I tried modern medicine and many different kind of healing system, and nothing really works until a few years ago I met Kimmana, which became my husband later on, and I learned from him about Ayurveda and how that understanding Ayurveda, it has helped me to change my life, not only my health but also my happiness and growth to a better place. So in this video, I'm really excited to share with you about Ayurveda and how that can help you to change your life to the better. In this video today, we will talk about changing habits through the lens of Ayurveda. Now, before I talk more about Ayurveda, what is Ayurveda? I would like you to imagine this. So Kimmana and I are currently in Munich. Next week, Kimmana will go to Indonesia, let's say, while I will go to Berlin. So because Kimmana and I have different directions that we want to go, we will definitely need a different kind of vehicle or transportation system. While to go to Indonesia, Kimmana needs to use an airplane, I can use a car. So because we use different transportation, because we have different directions in our life, there's a different kind of maintenance that we need that is different. It will be different, the maintenance from airplane compared to maintenance for car. So you see, from this analogy, we can understand that each of us, I believe, is born to this life for different direction, different purpose, different goal. And to reach that goal, we need a different vehicle, which is our physical body. That's why there's nothing good or bad in terms of like, oh, that body is the most ideal, this body is the perfect one, because each of us are different. Different body type is designed for different things. So imagine, because I myself travel the world a lot, if my constitution is more like a heavy build body type, I will be, prefer to stay at home instead of going out and, explore the world. So in the next part of the video, Kimmana will explain more about what is Ayurveda. And then before he explains to that, I would like to emphasize again that Ayurveda is a tool to understand the differences that we all have, what's the purpose, and how to maintain the body, the vehicle, the physical body that we have so we can reach our goal in life.
Ayurveda is a timeless traditional medicine system, and its principles are just as important 2,000 years ago as they are today. It can help us all in really amazing ways. It looks at a spectrum of treatment from its most powerful to its least powerful. They say the most powerful treatment is what we think of in our mind. Then secondary, the lifestyle therapies, how we're living our daily lives. The potent substances, herbs, pharmaceuticals, and foods are the least powerful. It's not saying that this isn't important. It's just saying that the most important things are how we think and what we do, our daily habits, how we're living our life. This is really important for long-term health and happiness. Ayurveda and the yogic systems have different lenses to understand the way in which we create habits. So they help us to view habits and create wholesome habits. One of these lenses is the trigunas, known as tamas, rajas, and sattva. These relate to how they influence the mind in what decisions it will choose. Tamas relates to choosing past decisions, what we've already done before. So it relates to habits to a very large degree. Rajas relates to new things, what we want to change, the desires out there in the world. Sattva relates to the harmony and present moment awareness. What is the moment now, and what's the best decision for all involved in that moment? So when we do a previous experience we've already done, whether it's negative or positive, this is tamasic. So if we don't exercise in the morning, then we get in the habit of not exercising in the morning. And this is slow inertia from this tamas. We might have then a desire, oh yes, I want to exercise in the morning, I want to change my life. So we get this rajasic desire. And then we want to exercise fully intensely. We go really hard. We exercise for an hour every morning. Maybe we go to the gym to exercise. And it becomes unrealistic with our working life and what's fitting into the reality in the moment. So because it's so unrealistic, this big desire that we push towards, we end up dropping it and we lose the exercise, the good habit, because it was such an intense desire. We go back to that old pattern. Imagine this like a pendulum that's swinging back and forth. The more intense the desire is and unrealistic it is, the more we swing back and go, oh, failure, I couldn't do that. The more intense the habit is and the repetition from the past, the more we go, oh, I need to get rid of this, and we have this intense polarized desire. The secret to harmony with habits is this sattvic awareness, to look at the moment realistically and go, oh yes, exercise in the morning is important, but I'm going to do it in a way that's functional and fits into my life pattern. Today, I'm going to do 5 to 10 minutes because that's all that's realistic before I go to work. I'm going to do it at home rather than at the gym. Then on the day when I have more time, it's a Saturday, I'm able to do a longer exercise and go to the gym. Or I look at my life and go, oh, today I'm going to be hiking a lot, so therefore I'm not going to do a strong exercise practice in the morning. This is that sattvic awareness in the moment. There's lots of things that can help us to build this sattvic awareness, and one of them is meditation. So that's a habit I advise for all people.
On the previous part of the video, Kimmana has explained the science and the correlation between habit and Ayurveda. In this part of the video, I will share an actionable tips on how to change habits through a specific clue and through specific tips. So the first one, the most important one when we want to change a habit is to give a reward. It's very obvious, isn't it? So let's say we want to use a habit, we want to change a habit of exercise. So I myself, I never really exercised in the past because usually when people exercise, they want to get thin, slimmer. For me, my constitution, which in Ayurveda we call it vata, I am really good on losing weight. So I never really had much problem about weight problem. So while others have motivation to lose weight, I don't really have that motivation to lose weight because I'm already thin. So never really exercise. And then I realized from Ayurveda that exercise is more than just about body image of losing weight. It's about briefly I can say it's about maintaining our health and igniting our digestive system. So my reward from exercise is to feel alive, is to feel vibrant. So that's my reward. I'm seeking for that feeling every time I have exercise. So that's the first step of changing habit, is to make sure clearly about what is the reward that you want to get. So the second one is to find the craving for that rewards. Not only a reward that is just merely a reward, but you also need to make sure that you have that craving for that. So once I knew the feeling of vibrancy and aliveness from exercising, I developed a craving towards that. So this is, I think, one of the most important part of changing habits is that if we're not craving for the sensation, for the rewards that we have, we will most likely not going to do that new habits again. And then the third part of it is to find a trigger, or we call it a cue, that every time we see that, we will definitely do the new habit. So for me, that is to have as simple as, for example, my activewear hanging on the clothes, on the clothing rack. So when I pass that, I will remember that, oh, I'm going to exercise after, my morning routine.
If you like what you've seen, then there's an opportunity to study with us more or experience some of the ideal habits to start putting into your daily life. We have a process called Vitality now. It's an Ayurvedic inspired detox process where you get to live these daily habits with other people that help support the process of bringing them into your life. To learn more about that, you can go to
Balance Life, www.balancelife.id/events. Once a year we'll do it in Bali. Next year, 2018, we'll do it for the first time in Bali in end of February.
Great. Hope to see you then.
Bye.
Bye.